A long time ago, in the city of Agbani in Enugu, there lived a woman named Nkechi. Nkechi was a popular food vendor at the village market of Enugu. Her food was legendary, whispered about in every corner of the town. People came from far and wide to eat her food. Sometimes, when there were so many customers at Nkechi's store, all the dishes would be left dirty and unattended, and then people would line up to wash their dishes before they could be served. Nkechi would tell them, "Make sure you wash your plates. Wash the plates and bring them before I serve you. If you come with a dirty plate, I will not serve you." And you would see the customers persistently running to wash their dishes just to have a taste of Nkechi's tasty meal. Nkechi, with her imposing figure and sharp eyes, ruled over her kitchen like a queen. Her dishes were truly delicious. You could never have a taste of Nkechi's meal without coming back the next day. But there was a mystery that surrounded Nkechi's restaurant. A secret that piqued the curiosity of her colleagues because they wondered why Nkechi's restaurant was always crowded with customers to the extent that they would have to line up and even wash their own dishes before they got served. Whenever Nkechi was cooking, there was a particular pot she was very strict about. She would warn all her staff not to open that pot, and whenever she was cooking, she was always standing in front of that pot or sitting close to that pot just to make sure that nobody opened it. Only Nkechi opened and closed that particular pot. Also, every day there was a particular place Nkechi always visited before daybreak. Another food vendor called Mrs. Ngozi, who sold food on the same street where Nkechi's restaurant was located, decided to find out what exactly Nkechi did to attract customers because she no longer made sales. All her customers had gone to Nkechi's store. Nobody visited her restaurant anymore. It was told by one of Nkechi's staff that Nkechi was always standing in front of a particular pot whenever the pot was on the fire, and that she always left in the early hours of the morning to a particular place and came back before daybreak. So, Mrs. Ngozi decided to find out what exactly and where exactly Nkechi visited. The next day, she secretly followed Nkechi just to ensure that she discovered where she always visited in the morning. Unfortunately, she failed because all of a sudden she lost track of Nkechi's movement and she just gave up. Nkechi's restaurant continued to flourish and boom, with more and more customers coming from east, west, north, and south just to have a taste of her meal. The demand of customers became higher, and she needed more hands at the restaurant, so she employed a young girl called Ada. Ada was an intelligent, curious, and determined young woman who had just gotten a job at Nkechi's restaurant. On the day she resumed, Nkechi strictly warned her, just as she had always warned the other staff, about that particular pot. She should not go close to that pot and she should not open that pot. One day, Ada asked one of her colleagues at the restaurant why Nkechi always gave a strict warning not to open that pot, and her colleague said, "I don't know. Ever since I've been working in this restaurant, nobody dares to open this pot. So please, Ada, in order not to get into trouble with Nkechi, don't try to go close or open her pot." Ada became more curious and wondered what exactly was inside that pot that forbade Nkechi from allowing anyone to open it. She asked herself, what exactly is she hiding in that pot that is so precious? I am Ada, and I must find out what exactly is in that pot. One day, Ada almost opened the pot, but Nkechi caught her and was very angry at Ada and seriously warned her not to ever come close again. But this did not stop Ada's curiosity. She was the kind of girl who was determined to find out something if she put her mind to it. Ada discovered that there was a particular place Nkechi visited every morning, and she decided to follow Nkechi secretly again to find out where she always went. Ada was shocked and surprised as to what she had just discovered. She had just found out where Nkechi always visited, but she decided not to say a word because she still needed to find out what exactly was in that pot that Nkechi always covered. "My name is Ada," she said, "and I always find anything I want to find." One busy day at the restaurant, Ada was thinking of a way to distract Nkechi from the front of this pot. Then she quickly went to Nkechi and started shouting, "Madam, madam, madam, the shop is on fire. The shop is on fire. Come, 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 come and see. The shop is on fire." Out of fear, Nkechi was shocked and distracted and quickly hurried to the front of the shop to see the fire outbreak, forgetting the pot on the fire. Ada seized the opportunity. She tiptoed to the pot, her heart trembling, her hands shaking. Ada lifted the lid, expecting to find a treasure of culinary wonders, but what she saw made her scream in horror. Instead of the delicious dishes, the pot contained a liquid dark and ominous, a boiling blood. Ada started shouting. The commotion drew everyone's attention, and soon the entire restaurant was staring at the open pot of boiling blood. Nkechi returned, her eyes narrowing as she took in the scene. She realized that she had been caught and started confessing. But before she started confessing, Ada had already started narrating how she discovered that Nkechi always visited a mortuary where she got liquid used in washing dead bodies to cook her meal. She also visited a native doctor who always gave her a substance to pour into that pot just so that substance could turn into blood. The more the blood boiled on the fire, the more customers trooped in and out of the restaurant. Nkechi started narrating how she started the food business initially and how there were no sales. Sometimes she would come to the shop, and for 2 days she wouldn't make any sales. All her food would get spoiled and wasted, and she really needed money to take care of her children. So she decided to resort to diabolical means, using water from washing dead bodies and the boiling blood from the native doctor to cook, just so she could start making sales. Ever since then, she had been making a lot of sales. The villagers were so mad at Nkechi after listening to her confession because she had been poisoning them with mortuary water and deadly blood. They started chasing her with the intention of killing her, and she ran into the evil forest. To this day, nobody knows where Nkechi is. They destroyed her restaurant and also thanked Ada for her bravery and courage. If not for her, nobody would have known the source of Nkechi's delicious meals, nor would they have known that they had actually been consuming food made with mortuary water. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly support me. Please click on the subscribe button and click also on the notification button so when I post more interesting stories like this you will get to see them. See you in my next video.